Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy Mother's Day. I'm going to move you over a little bit. All right, guys. Hello. Happy Mother's Day. My name is Jackie, and this is my son, Charlie. And Charlie is a fun surprise. I didn't think he was going to get it together in time to do this today. I'm not going to lie, but we're here. Let me just adjust this a little bit so we can see him a little better. Excellent. Okay, so today, Charlie and I are going to be making a beautiful painting. He's eating some crackers. So we're going to be making this flower painting. And this is super fun to do because it's perfect for kids of any age. So even if you have a baby and you kind of supervise them and you give them a paintbrush, they can be a part of this painting. So this is really an excellent painting because also multiple people in a family can all work on this together, right? So Charlie and I are going to do this together, and then maybe we'll give it to one of the grandparents we're going to go see today. What do you think about that idea? Good. Okay. While his attention span is here, we're going to get started. So the number one question I get with kids is, how do I get my kid has a short attention span? I would say the two things are one about the mess and one about the short attention span. So first of all, as you join today, make sure you say hello in the comments so I can see you all. And thank you so much. Great to see you. Hey, Christian, happy Mother's Day to your family. Okay. So short attention span. So kids are going to have a short attention span, so we're going to keep moving. So what we're going to do first is, first of all, if they get bored or don't want to do this anymore, don't let it stress you out. Let them just leave. It's fine if they leave, okay? We're going to start off, though, by painting a board. Now, I said to use canvases today. However, I ran out of canvases, but what I do have are these wooden boards, and I love these boards. They're from Michael's. Highly recommend getting these. They're great. Charlie's ready to go, isn't he? Okay, so Charlie, can you help me open the box? So make these kids as interactive as possible. These are kids' scissors, but still he needs supervision. All right, so Charlie, we're going to paint 2 today. Or maybe we'll paint 1 together, okay? Here we go. So we have some food next to us. Probably not the best idea to do food, but when you're using your kid for Facebook Live, then that's what you got to do. Hey, Brittany, good to see you. Happy Mother's Day. Also, when you guys are coming on, please make sure to allow StreamYard to see you as a person, because I can't see you if you don't allow StreamYard. Okay, so we're going to start off by using paint. Now, here are a few recommendations. One is, first of all, you can use markers and just do this on a piece of paper at home. 2 is, I got this from CVS. Super easy to use. These are tempera paint, non-toxic, washable, comes right off with kids. Highly recommend this if you are like really afraid of the mess and really afraid of ruining your clothes and their clothes, everyone's clothes. Today, another really good one, if you want to use acrylic paint, which is just stays, adheres a little better. This is apple barrel paint, really inexpensive, and also dries really quickly. It's perfect, okay? Charlie, what color would you like to paint on your board today? You want to use what Mommy used? You want to use a blue color? Mommy used a green and blue and white. What would you like to use? You want to use blue and green too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He's showing you the green and blue on his shirt. You're right. Okay, so let's do this. So what I'm going to do with kids, just to make it easier, I'm going to pour right on here, okay? So let's pour this. So on mine, I actually mix paint. For him, I'm just putting it right on here, and I'm just going to let him just paint, all right? Go ahead. Now you paint. Now, Charlie's a lefty, so if you know if your kid is a righty or lefty, you want to encourage them on whatever dexterity they are, just because it makes things easier for them. All right, so we're going to do that one there. All right, now while he's doing this is like a team project, okay? So you can be doing different things. So one project is he's painting this, and the other project is painting on paper, okay? So if you have your kids doing this, you can do something else. It's collaborative, and also for kids with a short attention span, this kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. So what we're doing today is, if you look at this painting that I made here, right, we paint our background, and then all of these flowers are made up of paper with paint on them. So like a cooking show, because we're so organized over here, I pre-painted, bless you, boo. Is it getting on your shirt? Okay. I pre-painted some pieces of paper that we're going to cut. Okay, so you guys are going to do this, and it may take a little longer to dry. So another thing about working with kids is you may not do everything at one time. So their attention span is going to get really short. Maybe you paint with them, and then you go have a snack, or you go watch a show or something. Whatever you do, take a break, go run outside. You're all done? Amazing. Okay, can I help you fill in some spots together?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do, you want to hold my hand with me?
I'll want some water.
You want some water? Okay, great. We have water. There we go. When their attention span is short, so just for this tutorial, I'm finishing this, but for him normally, I would just let it be. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let it be. I think this is what he did. I'm just going to take off some of the excess paint. This is his masterpiece. I'm going to let him be the artist and guide us. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have extra paint on my brush right now. I'm just going to wipe it off on a piece of paper. Right, so that dries a little. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. All right, I'm going to leave it. Charlie has a vision. It's beautiful. You want me to put all the paint back on? Okay, so here, you guys can learn from us. Don't touch your kids' painting. When they finish their painting, just let it be. All right, this is a note to self. So even the non-type A mom here was trying to make things better. Just let them do what they want to do. No one cares. Okay, where would you like here? You fix it. You go ahead. Go ahead. You fix it. Charlie has the vision. Let him be in charge. This really matches your pajamas perfectly. And also, Mari says, cute pajamas. She likes your PJs. Who's on your PJs?
All done.
All done. Okay, perfect. All right, now, while this is drying, okay, here's our masterpiece. I was going to try to help. Decided not to. Let him just do him. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to paint some pieces of paper. Okay, so one really important part to do is the green. So since we have some blue on our brush, blue and yellow make green, so we don't have to wash our brush. So we're going to move right over to that. And then we're going to paint some other colors, okay? So, Charlie, we're going to paint a piece of paper. Are you ready? Uh-huh. Cool. You seem really excited about it. All right, so now what we're going to do. So if you're working on a table or a surface that you don't want to get dirty, put down a paper bag or put down a piece of, we try to stay away from plastic, but something to protect your tables. Unless you're like I am and I just paint over this table with white acrylic paint on a regular basis. All right, so now we're going to take our green. Take some green. Are you going to help me paint this? Okay, ready? Here we go. This is so silly. All right, there we go. We're going to put some green, and then we're also going to do some yellow. We're going to mix them together. Okay, here we go. And Charlie, can you do the same thing you just did? So you don't need to do a whole. You want a heart? Oh, you want me to pour it out like a heart? Yeah. I understand. Okay, Charlie likes when I pour things like hearts. Okay, I'm going to put this down so you guys can see him a little better. Here you go. And let's
Not for eating.
Not for eating. That's so silly, but it looks like ketchup, right? And there's a heart. Okay, you're pouring
another heart.
Another heart. Okay, why don't we do it? We're going to do another heart. Let me get rid of the banner so you guys can actually see.
I want yellow heart. Oh, green heart.
You want a green heart?
Oh, that heart.
Oops, a green heart. Okay, there we go. All right, so Charlie, can you do this? You want a green heart?
Yeah.
There you go, bud. So this is just regular computer paper and some acrylic paint and a paintbrush. All right, go to town. Paint the whole thing, or just paint as much as you want. Excellent. All right, so when I did this, I covered as much as I can, just like a certain chunk. So whatever he's going to cover here, we're going to end up cutting out. Now, kids might get upset that you're cutting out their project. So that's just something to keep in mind. Make sure, especially if they're older, like he's not going to really understand what we're doing. But older kids, for sure, just let them know we're going to be cutting this up later. So what you're painting right now, so Charlie, what you're painting right now, we're going to cut up to make our leaves and stems.
Don't touch it ever again.
Don't touch it ever again. Okay, I learned my lesson. Okay, I'm going to put this brush in the water. We're going to let this dry. Now, can we paint some that are going to be pink and red for our flowers?
Don't touch it with your finger.
Okay, I'm not going to even touch it with my finger. I'm going to take this masterpiece. We're going to let it dry. Now we're going to take out a new piece of paper. Okay, here we go. New piece of paper. And this time, we are going to use, you guys can choose whatever colors you want. So we're going to choose either reds or pinks. So we're going to be making this. I'm going to show you everything off the ones I pre-made, but I just want to show you how to make it here. All right, now, Charlie, what color would you like the flowers to be? We could do lots of colors. What would you like to start with? Would you like to start with some pink, some yellow, or some red? Yellow? Blue? What were you need to say? This one? Okay, this is yellow. Charlie loves the yellow. That's great. Can you pour it on there? So this is just, I take the big Blick Art paint, 1/2 gallons, and then we pour them into ketchup bottles. It's awesome. You just sometimes have to have a toothpick because sometimes it gets clogged. All right, so this one, I'm cleaning off the brush we just used before. So when working with kids, you want to use a short-handled brush. Oh, God, that's enough. Thank you. A short-handled brush is ideal. I mean, we use long ones sometimes because that's just what we have. Actually, why don't we just use one? I'll show you. Let's see what we have. We have long handle and short handle. Both are fine. Charlie's used to using both, but ideally you use a short handle and then one with like a wider top. Okay, so go ahead. Do you want to put any pink in there or just do yellow?
Just, I want a pink.
You want some pink too? Okay. Here, you know what? Let me give him the shorter brush. That one's a little bit too big to use.
No, do the big one.
You want to use a big one? You don't like this one, what we used before?
No.
No? Okay. You sure? Okay. Want to try?
No.
No? You're all done?
Pink.
Oh, he wants some pink. Okay. Can I put the pink down as a heart?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
That's what I didn't do.
Just like you did. Okay. Want me to make a heart right here?
Yes.
Okay. There's a heart. That's beautiful. All right. You want to spread it out? You love it? Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, for those who are watching who don't know, we have an online membership for the grown-ups, and our membership closes today. Today is the last day. So if you want like a private coach, myself, all done, amazing, then you got to join the membership, okay?
Don't touch it ever again.
Don't touch it ever again?
No.
Okay. Do you want to spread out this big puddle of paint here, or you want to leave the puddle? You want to leave the puddle? Cool, cool. Okay, so we're going to leave the puddle. All right, so you guys get the hang of it, all right? You paint paper, let it dry, and then we're going to put it onto the painting. So we're going to do the assembly part now because we got to keep the ball moving, all right? So look, Charlie, Mommy did these. We're going to cut them out like flowers. So while these two are drying, your masterpieces, which we can use for another painting later, we're going to cut a few things out. You ready, Char? Now, okay, you guys can see short attention span here, so I'm going to keep us moving. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to make some flowers. Now, first, we're going to make some stems, okay? Now, I'm going to cut them out. So I'm going to cut out some long strips. So I'm going to take the computer paper here. So once your green is dry, then you're going to cut out a few. So you can decide. On my painting, I had 1, 2. So these are long strips, and then I cut some of them a little bit shorter, as you guys can see here. Some are cut a little bit shorter. So let's do that together, Chuck. Ready? Oh, spitting is really a cool, fun thing to do. All right, Charlie, what's your favorite color? Thanks, babe. This is great. What's your favorite color, Charlie? You have one? You like pink, yellow, red, blue? What do you love the most?
A top.
A talk? You mean a taco? No. Do you like? Okay. Why don't you tell everybody what's your favorite TV show to watch? Because Charlie's a favorite TV show.
PJ Masks.
PJ Masks.
I just watched that already.
You did watch a little PJ Masks today. And do you have a favorite movie, like a movie character? Who do you love to dress up as all the time? Buzz Lightyear. Yep. And what does Buzz Lightyear do? Okay, Charlie's showing you he has a laser, and that's how the laser works. Okay, so I just cut way more. I kind of was talking to Charlie and got distracted. You don't need more than like 4 or 5 of these. All right, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a few petals. So for petals, I just use curves. So this is what we call control.
Oh, this is the petal I made.
You want to see the petal you made? That's for you. There you go. Yours is drying. We're going to use yours soon, but we got to let it dry a little bit more. This is called controlled chaos art. So when we did our like art in-person classes in the studio, this is really where I really learned that, you know, if you do a project with your kid, like the toddlers, you do it with, if you want something that's interactive, yeah, we can do it together. How's that? How will we call it controlled chaos? Okay, let me go. Mommy's gonna go get big scissors. Here. Yeah, okay. So Charlie just learned how to use scissors. We're working together. Can we do it together? Want help?
No.
No? Okay. Let's see how this goes. And thank you. Whoever said membership is awesome. I can't see you because it just says Facebook user, but really thank you for telling everybody that. All right. So Charlie's going to try cutting. Charlie's a lefty, so the scissor world for lefties is not quite what we're hoping for, right? Hey, Drew. Can I get some scissors here, please? Charlie stole mine. Thank you, Charlie. Beautiful. Okay, we have a leaf here by Charlie. Let's do another leaf. You want to just like pass some scissors over here for me? Scissors from the kitchen. Okay, want to do it together? Here, let's do it together. Ready? Okay, 1, 2. This is great. You're doing great, Char. Great. Thank you. Look at Charlie's leaf. Charlie, you made a leaf. Okay. What do you think, guys? Charlie's first leaf. Awesome. Okay, now, would you like to cut some more, Charlie? So now, Charlie just wants to cut paper, so I'm going to let him do that, but he has used scissors. I'm going to be here supervising. These are kids' scissors, but for anyone who's with little kids, please make sure you don't just like let them go rogue with the scissors, okay? All right, Charlie, you want to cut this one a little bit? All right, now remember with scissors, what we teach you, you hold it with one hand, but you hold it far away from where you're cutting. Okay. All right, we're going to let him go. No fingers getting cut off here. We're gonna hope for that. All right, now, oh, someone's saying, way to go, Charlie. They're saying you're doing a good job. What do you say? Say thank you. Thank you. Okay, now, with the colored pieces, I'm just going to cut a bunch that are going to be flowered shapes. Now, I really am not, I know my type A's. Well, actually, here's an idea. First, cut off, oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Put it in our pile. First of all, it's when you have a whole sheet to work with, it can be overwhelming. So I'm just going to use like a small section. And then from that section, I'm going to cut out little flowers. All right, now I'm not all done. You did an amazing job. Great work. Now, careful with the scissors because I can poke you in the eye. Can you put them down on the table if you're all done? Don't worry about everything being symmetrical or the same size or having the right amount of petals. Like my intention here was to have 5 petals and I only got 4. That's okay. I'm just going to leave it. All right, so I'm going to do a bunch. Do you like it? What do you think?
I see the flowers.
You want to see the flowers? Okay, I'm leave this up while I'm cutting. Okay, so now,
I see the flowers.
you like these? You want to look at it while I do this? All right. Okay, so now I'm going to keep doing it. And also, when I painted on these, okay, let me demonstrate or tell you a little bit more. So first of all, I did a bunch of colors. So this one had some yellow in it, a little bit yellow, white, red, and I just kind of blended them. And then when the paintbrush ran out of a color, I added another color. So that's how I have this whole color mixture. Don't worry about what it looks like or where it's placed on your paper because you're just going to be cutting everything. Same with this. So this one went for more oranges. This one here, we went for like more blues and purples. You don't need that many.
Look like this.
Oh my God, Charlie added another flower. Amazing. So I'm just going to cut out a few just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And you can have them be all different sizes. I'm just going to cut out a section. You can have them, I mean, mine are about, let's say like 2.5 inches or so total in width. Some are a little bigger, some are a little smaller. I don't know. Can you guys see Charlie? Does anyone know where he went? He keeps hiding. I can't find him anywhere. Charlie, where'd you go? I don't know. All right, I guess I'll have to find him somewhere. I don't know where he went. All right, now also with this scrap, there he is. He's gone. Where'd he go, everybody? I don't know where he is. Does anyone know where my kid is? Oh my gosh, what's a Mother's Day with a lost kid? That would be horrible. Horrible. All right, well, maybe we can find him if we just say, Charlie, where are you? Hey, Charlie. Charlie. For those who dislike the idea, there you are. If the cutting seems stressful to you, you guys could also outline one flower, make it a stencil, and then you can use them to cut out your pieces. Okay. Where's Charlie? I don't know. Here's another flower. All right, so we're just going to do a few. Now, while you're cutting out your flowers, so I have one that made it with 5. These ones only got 4. That's okay. With your remaining paper, you can also cut out some circles or ovals. So I use these to look like buds. Charlie, do you like these shapes? Yeah, buds. And I don't worry about them being perfect. Okay, so there is an imperfect circle. We like that. Imperfection is great, right, Char? Because that's how we come up with new ideas. Charlie, what did you try last night that you loved? Do you remember what we had for the first time last night?
Can you guess?
Can you guess? Okay, his thing is if he doesn't know the answer to something, he'll say, can you guess? Did we have ice cream and sprinkles?
Sprinkles.
Ice cream and sprinkles. It was amazing. And what color was your ice cream?
Pink.
It was pink. You know what?
And what color was your ice cream?
Mine was also pink. We both had strawberry ice cream with sprinkles. And what color were the sprinkles?
I'm going to lap.
You want to go on my lap? Okay. Pause. Ugh!
I have my scissors.
Where are your scissors? Where'd they go? Found them. All right, you want to cut some more paper?
Yeah.
Okay, so which color do you want to cut? Remember, which hand do you use? You're a lefty, so you hold in your left hand. You want to flip? You want to flip it? Nope. Okay. You want to cut this one? Excellent. All right, we're going to cut together. Careful, you're a little too close to your hand, okay? Why don't you use a bigger piece like this so that then you can hold the paper with one hand. Hold it over here, and the other hand cuts. And can I show you something? If you hold it like with your thumb. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to teach a 2-year-old right now how to cut. I'm not going to do that on Facebook Live. But you're doing a great job, Char.
All done.
All done. All right, should we start gluing, Charlie? What do you think? Start putting our project together so everyone can see what we made?
I'll see that.
That's it? You want your banana? How about I have a banana?
No.
Oh, hello. Charlie, are you there?
I'll see that.
Okay. But that's wet. We can't cut that right now because it's still wet. So we can look at it.
That's my phone.
You mean this?
That's my phone.
Where's your phone?
This is my phone.
That's your phone?
Yes.
Okay. These are magnets we made. So if you actually check our Facebook story, you'll see the magnets. All right. So let's assemble everything, okay?
Oh, phone.
All right. So let's take Charlie's masterpiece here. We got a lot of stuff going on. Oh, hey, Char. Okay. So here we go. We're going to take Charlie's masterpiece. Okay. And now we're going to start to, it's still wet. So now we're going to start to assemble things with glue. So I'm going to take a piece of paper. So again, you can use any type of scrap or cardboard or paper bag. Put this on the table. And then we're going to find our glue. We just use regular Elmer's glue. Oh, you got me. All right. And then we're going to also use a baby brush. So you want to use a little brush. Go get it. Where'd it go? Right there it is. You're also going to use a tiny brush to put the glue on. It makes it much easier. And it gets all the little nooks and crannies. Cool. Hi. That's awesome. All right. So here we go. Ready? You going to help me out?
No. No.
Oh, no. Okay.
No.
No. Okay. So here we're going to go. We're going to put some glue on.
I want a movie.
You want to watch a movie? How about after this, we can go watch a movie?
But I want a movie now.
All right. Then go ask Daddy. I'll put it on. All right. Charlie, say bye to everybody. Bye. All right, Daddy. Charlie's coming. Okay. It's a little easier when you're not doing it live with a kid. Okay, so you guys saw short attention span. So at this point, we'd be done. We'll come back to it later. So what I'm going to do is finish this, but you know, you guys can see how I do it, and you can do it with your kids at home at any different stage. So I'm going to take this brush. I'm going to put it on here so you can see a little bit better. Okay, I put the glue onto my strip here. So these are from the green that we cut out earlier, and I put it on there. I'm going to use my baby brush, and I'm going to just spread it all out.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you, Charlie. That's so nice. Do you want to put this down? You ready? You want to come put it on your painting that you made?
No.
No? Okay.
I want to watch the movie.
You're going to watch a movie? Cool. All right, I'm going to put this down like this. So I'm just putting it right onto the page. All right, I'm going to do another one over here. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to do another one. So you guys can do like, I don't know, you can do as many as you want. Drew, this is like the game where you tell him to be quiet. He's just going to be louder. It's okay. It's okay. Everyone knows we have a kid here. All right, and in the comment section, if you guys want to let me know what you're doing for Mother's Day, we would love to know.
Be quiet.
Oh, I have to be quiet? Oh, that's going to be hard, Char. All right, so I'm going to put this down like this. I cut the bottom. I'm going to do one that's a little bit shorter. So you can take what you have here. You can make a few that are a little bit shorter. All right, so different heights. And you can either fold them over at the edges or you can just cut them, up to you. And do one more. Like this. Okay, and I'm going to do one more really tall one. So let me actually make this one a little bit shorter. Can you guys see this? So see what I'm doing here? Just gluing them on. And anyone on here, who here is watching and is a mom? Do we have any moms out here watching? Let me know in the comments. All right, I'm going to do one more. Last one. Ta-da! Okay. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the flowers on. Okay, so to put your flowers on, so here's your painting so far. So let me do this. I'm going to like lift it up. Here's your painting so far. So now we're going to start to assemble your flowers. Now when I assemble them, I actually only paint the centers. I mean glue the centers so that way it'll stick right on, and then the petals will kind of pop up. So if you look at the original, you guys will see, we'll try to put some on here. See how the petals pop up? That's the look we're going for. So I'm going to put one like this right in the middle. And I'll do another one like this. Here we go. Our little flower garden. And here's another one we have. Here we go, like this. And we'll do one more. You know what? This one's a little smaller. I'm going to switch it down here because this is a smaller space. And this is a little bigger. Excellent. All right, now, oh, and we have one over here. So this one down here, I might just make this a bud, a circle. Now, I love the look of the buds, so you guys can actually add buds all over the place. You can do different little dots. I'm a fan, but up to you. And then the last thing we have to do is we also have some petals here. So two things. So one is that you guys have options of what you can do on the inside. So if you feel like you really want to go above and beyond, you can. You can cut out different flowers and layer them on top of each other. So let's say I had one more flower here. Let me cut this one out. This is my deformed flower. That can happen. Let's find a new. Let's do some new paper. Okay, actually, let me redo this. I'll make a smaller one. It's okay. We got this. Take what we have. I'm gonna make a smaller version. I want to show you how you guys can make a deformed one into a good one. Teaching on the spot. Okay, here's a little bit of a smaller one. Okay, we can place that smaller one. That's like the perfect size to place inside of another flower. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to add some glue, and I'm just going to stick it right in the middle. Check that out. Now you have like even more action happening in your flower. All right, now I'm going to take another one. I'm going to use this one that's kind of some like bluish paper, which is kind of pretty. Also, I like to cut out the areas that have some of the white on there, so don't worry about your white getting in. Blue one. And you wouldn't normally think blue flowers, but I'm telling you this is going to look really pretty, especially because I'm going to put it on my, here, let's make it a little smaller. Even though I just made it really good. I'm like, I made a really good flower. I'm going to make it a tiny bit smaller. The ones on the middle should be a little smaller. And I want you guys to see how imperfect this flower is. Okay, put that one in the middle here. All right, now you have a few options for things you can do on the inside. So you can just cut out more circles if you wanted to, and it would look like this. Or you guys can use pom-poms. So I was making other crafts. Again, if you go to the Paint Bars Facebook channel right now, or Facebook or Instagram in our stories, you can see all these different ideas for last-minute gifts. You can put pom-poms in the middle. And then you can have little pom-pom flowers, which would be super, super cute. Or you can also use tissue paper. So I have some tissue paper here. And what you can do is you can just take a little tissue paper and you crumple it up. And then you put glue on it on the bottom. So I just crumpled up a tiny little piece. And I put some glue on it. And then you just stick it right into the middle of the flower. Ta-da! So there's a lot of different things you can do. All right, here, we'll do one more. I like the tissue paper, so I'm going to do a little more. All right, so I'm just going to take a little bit. I'm going to crumple it up. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the tissue paper or on the middle of the flower. And then I'm just going to place it right in the center like that, and you have a beautiful flower. All right, guys, how cute is this? I think we're going to make 2 of them, and all the grandmas are going to get them today. So that's it for our project. You got to see a kid do it and a meltdown all in the same activity, and I hope you guys had fun. All right, thanks for joining us. Happy Mother's Day to anybody watching, and make sure you post your pictures so that we can see what you made today. Bye, everybody.